Nigeria's mining sector has a lot of potential, but has faced its fair share of challenges. And the year 2020 was a tough one, with the mining and quarrying sector falling into recession with a contraction of 6.6% in second quarter, followed by a deeper contraction of 13.22% in Q3. As we await the fourth quarter GDP figures, analysts are keen to see if any recovery was made at all. It should be remembered that the COVID-19 pandemic led to significantly reduced mining activity, not just in Nigeria, but around the world. Still, the potential for growth is real and has the attention of Nigeria's federal government and the private sector. Let's chat to this to this side of things. Babatunde Oyekunle is the Deputy Managing Director at P.A.C Capital Limited. Good morning. It's good to have you on the show.
Good morning, Bossing.
Thank you. Let's mine some perspectives from you regarding if you are looking at any improvement in the mining and quarrying sector for the fourth quarter numbers when we get it.
Yes, there have been declines in the past 2 quarters, as we all know. But for the Q4 GDP performance, I'm optimistic there will be an improvement, but that improvement is likely to be minimal. So, and it's not far-fetched. We can see the impact of the pandemic, as well as other contributors that have affected the industry in the past few months. So the decline we have seen is not likely to reverse from the recession, but it's likely to be. We are likely to see some few improvements based on what the government has done, renewed initiative of the federal government to create the required revenue substitution, as well as create job employment and boost the foreign reserve of Nigeria.
But a lot has been said about the potential about this sector. Yet we see mining and quarrying contribution to the GDP 9.9% in third quarter of 2019, 9.08% in Q2 last year, now 8.9% in Q3. And so if I'm looking at this, if I'm reading this chart very correctly, this is a very sharp nosedive from the Q1 to Q3 last year.
Yes, I agree with you. Like I said, the reason is not far-fetched. The pandemic is a major threat all over the world. We've seen a depressed economy, and I think the mining sector is not left out. There have been declines in economic performance all over the world, and so many other sectors in Nigeria have been affected by this decline. The government effort and initiative, like I said, most of them are at the early stage due to the drive of the federal government to give the necessary focus to that sector and the huge potential we have in the mining sector. But that said, it's not likely that we come out of the recession, especially specifically to mining now. There are so many untapped resources. The huge financial requirement is there. The low technical expertise is there. But with what the government is doing with the PACMIN and the likes of these, it's hopeful that within the next few quarters, we'll be able to turn that around if the initiatives are well structured and implemented.
So how do we improve things in the mining sector? We can't say because of COVID-19 we will never open up the mines. So we need to get folks back to the mines. We need to get people healthy. They need to be safe. Yet we need to unlock value in this sector. So how do we get it done?
Rightly said, Bosin. We need to do something. We can't just watch and be allowing declining figures. The potential is enormous. And for me, the solution I will put forward as a financial expert with good experience in that sector is what has been tested, viable, tested solution that have been applied, not just all over the world, but especially in African countries. And that includes joint ventures, contracts, partnership, as well as strategic alliances. I think these have been deployed by some African countries, and they have seen significant results. And I will just mention few of them. The first one is Botswana. So Botswana understanding the fact that they have low level understanding about the industry, they were not able to raise the required funding to explore the infrastructure needed to explore the mining sector. So they went into joint venture alliance with the B.A.C Group of Company. So the B.A.C Group of Company is the leading diamond production company all over the world. So they went into a JV agreement whereby they are sharing the profit 50-50, and that has turned the diamond industry in Botswana around. Currently, the mining sector is contributing over 40% of the GDP of Botswana. There have been a lot of job creation, up to 50,000 of it, and there have been increased generation of government earnings in that sector. So currently, I think they're having up to about 5 billion USD revenue annually from that initiative. So I believe Nigeria can also replicate that in area of partnership. That is Botswana. Another point, case in point, is Cote d'Ivoire and Guinea. So they work into alliances with the like of British Predictive Discovery, is a leading gold exploration company too, and those alliances and partnership have yielded so much result. So for me, like what we've done in crude oil, if we can make it simple, well-structured JV agreement and partnership, we can get so much result, especially to upscale.
Babatunde Oyekunle, thank you so much from P.A.C Capital, the Deputy Managing Director.